School resource officers have been on school campuses in Marion County for at least the last 20 years, but they were not on every campus until this year. Every campus now in our district has at least one SRO on duty, and 5 of the largest high schools have 2 on duty, including our largest, Forest High School.
As the leader here, I feel more comfortable knowing that we have an SRO station pretty much campus-wide now, so that the eyes and ears are there more than they were before.
Having 2 SROs on campus only increases safety and the speed at which they can react to a situation.
They will be on the spot very quickly if something happens, which helps protect our students, it helps protect our staff, but it helps protect them too. Sometimes we get very comfortable with our SROs and we forget that these are the men and women that put their lives on the line every day if there's a dangerous situation at our school. So that gives Deputy Long and Deputy Green an extra person there with them. So overall, it's just a safer plan for them also.
Having a partner you can trust is nothing new to these 2 deputies.
For those who've never walked in our shoes, when you're going into a house or going into a classroom and you have no idea what's on the other side, what the threat is, there is a peace of mind knowing that, hey, my partner is right behind me and he gives me the squeeze to go in and we're going in no matter what happens.
Not only do these deputies monitor the hallways, they also ride around in their patrol cars to keep their presence up.
So periodically throughout the day, we'll get in our little vehicle, we'll patrol the parking lot, make sure nobody's suspicious, trying to get into someone's car that doesn't belong to them. Actually encounter the kids, make them identify where they're headed to.
They say once you find a job that you love, you will never work another day in your life. Deputy Green would agree with that.
There's no better job, in my opinion, at the Marion County Sheriff's Office than being a school resource officer. I was formerly a DARE officer. I was formerly a school resource officer. Last year I was a resource officer at Dunellen Middle School, and I saw just how I was able to change the perception of a lot of students' attitude towards law enforcement. And hopefully I can do that here also with let the students know we're here, we have a job to do. Our primary job is safety, and then our secondary job is basically trying to mentor some of these children who may not have that positive male role model or positive figure in their family network, to hopefully put them in the right direction.
It's that relationship that makes me enjoy our SROs that much more. Makes them a valued member of our staff as well as a member of our law enforcement. They do step up. They're out continuously talking to students, mentoring students, advocating for students. Whenever students make bad decisions, very often that's the first person that they see. And the compassion along with the professionalism that Deputy Green and Deputy Long shows is what builds that relationship. And as the school leader, I'm extremely thankful for their calling to be a mentor to our students every day.
You don't have to have contact with these deputies to appreciate why they are there and the job they are doing.
I mean, I haven't personally interacted with them, but I mean, if I see them, they're always like friendly and they say hey and they ask what's going on and like how your day was. So like they really do care about us kids.
So let's not forget that these school resource officers come to work every day and still hold that thin blue line.
At any time, myself, Deputy Long, and the other SROs on whichever campus they're on, their job is to seek out and take care of the situation at any cost, whether the cost to the danger or the cost to our own lives. That's our job here on campus.
The IT world is full of possibilities here at MTI, and the IT Academy is a great place to start you on a life-altering technology career path.
But IT specifically, I've always liked solving problems, puzzles, stuff like that.
The academies at MTI all offer their brand of learning, but what is the special ingredient that makes the IT Academy better than the rest?
This class, it's almost like a family. Even the ones that aren't like working hard and everything, we're still supporting them. We're working them through everything. But we generally work together towards a common goal.
Yeah, so the home network that we're going to be running off of is the one at the head of the table.
Okay.
So we'll get all that down.
All right, well, I'm logged in.
Again, some of us are working towards different subjects, but we're all working towards certifications, and people that are working towards the same ones are working together.
Working as a team or individually, the IT Academy offers what is needed for industry-specific certifications and possibly a career-changing position.
Well, most businesses, IT or not, they like seeing the MOS with our Microsoft certifications, but after that, it's usually career-specific, MTA and CompTIA, specifically CompTIA.
I believe we can communicate now. Right here. What
I would boot it up if there was a power cable connected to it.
Oh. We have different people in different classes, so some of them are working more towards operating systems, some towards networking, and some of us are even working towards specifically CompTIA subjects.
What would be just some of the reasons that a student would look into the IT Academy at MTI for a future in the technology field? The possibilities are endless.
Other than the atmosphere, it does offer really good certifications for most fields, and a lot of times you will easily get a job as soon as you're done with it.
Our planning this year is expecting to double the number of students that we had last year. Last year's numbers were just over 1,000. We are planning to be able to serve over 2,000 students and their families this year.
This year, with the literacy theme, we have many schools, organizations, and clubs that are actually doing different activities for the children. Many have make and takes where the children are coloring and making bookmarks that they get to keep. They can make scary, beastie monsters with some of the books and enjoy a lot of games as well.
The rooms that the students will be visiting are going to be set up by theme. So you might walk into a room that's focused on pumpkins, and so there'll be books that'll be hosted that have to do with pumpkins. You may walk into a room that's all about Harry Potter. We have some that will be focusing on monsters and goblins, but it's all going to be in fun, and it will all be around literacy. The excitement for this year's event has grown, and with that we've had to expand the area of where we are contained to. So we will be all in building 2, plus we will be outside, and then there'll be a string of schools that lead out to a community area where we are going to have a gathering area for kids to sit and read through the things that they've collected, see the treats that they've collected.
It's like a fall festival with the activities in one area, but we also have another area where students do just walk through and receive different treats. Now, keeping in mind that some of those treats aren't just candy. There's a lot of different stickers and rings and pencils for those that are worried about what their child might eat for Halloween.
We started off our day visiting schools that had received grants for great ideas, and we picked schools based on the number of grant applications that would be funded at those schools. So we went to some of the top winning schools and surprised the teachers to let them know that their grants were going to be awarded through the Grants for Great Ideas program. Look what we have for you today, Ms. Leinenbach. This is the second year in a row we've been here with a big check for Oak Crest. So the Public Education Foundation, we're excited to support Oak Crest Elementary School through Grants for Great Ideas, and we're excited to support the great ideas that you and your staff have.
Ours was for Literacy Land. It's our reading corner in the library, or not library, in the cafeteria, so students can make use of their lunchtime. Instead of socializing and causing noise, they can use that time to work on their literacy skills.
The Public Ed Foundation used to give out grants in smaller dollar amounts, but my board of directors and the grant reading committee decided a couple of years ago they would rather give out fewer grants but at a larger dollar amount, because they really want the grants to be something substantial for change in classrooms and schools.
Thank you, that's much appreciated.
You are very welcome.
Great, because we've got a parent meeting tonight actually about the Peterson Smith project, so I had pending this grant, so now I can change that from italics into we've got it confirmed.
This year we will fund over $110,000 in grants for great ideas. We are able to provide these grants in part through a grant provided to the Public Education Foundation of Marion County through the School District Education Foundation Matching Grant Program.
Starting today, all Marion County Public Schools will serve as collection points for donations of relief supplies for victims of Hurricane Michael. Anyone can drop off donations during normal school hours through next Thursday, October 25th. Most needed items at this time are diapers, wipes, formula and baby food, personal hygiene products, and shoes. For more information and a complete list of items needed, please visit the district's website, www.marionschools.net, or contact Marion Technical College Principal Mike Kelly at 671-7200.